Welcome to Shallow Farm, and I'm so glad that you're coming in here and celebrating with me. It is going to be a wonderful weekend because we are going to have our book signing, and it is coming to celebrate Come Closer and Listen. It starts from 5 to 7, and it's at Shallow Farm Ministry. There's going to be food, fun, and fellowship. So I want you to join, and I want to share with you today because this is why we are so blessed at Shallow, is because we have to walk in a heart and in a path of having gratitude. Sometimes gratitude, you don't wake up with it. Oh my goodness. I know I don't wake up with it because yesterday we were a therapeutic program working with animals and with children. And we had our last puppy to leave. And I think some of you might have seen the video of saying goodbye to her, a beautiful black lab. And they got up with me last night because they had to take a long journey to the Outer Banks, put her on the ferry, and said she adjusted and did so well. So I was very grateful. But the reason I'm talking to you today about gratitude is because we brought her mother to my home. Instead of her being alone last night, and she's not going to have any more puppies, I brought her over to my house, and she joined my golden retriever, who no longer will be having puppies. Oh my goodness, what jealousy. What jealousy, and what a rival all night long. So if you see bags under my eyes, it's because I have had to keep the two apart. Not that they were fighting. It's just my golden retriever didn't want the lab to come to me, and the lab didn't want the golden retriever to come to me. So we have had one kind of a sleepover. Gratitude. Do you have it? Do you struggle with it? You know, we don't wake up and it's just in us. It's something that we have to work with. It's something we have to walk out with. And the more that we know God and the more that we learn about God, the more we walk in gratitude. Gratitude means to be thankful. Gratitude means that you appreciate. Do you know that if you have a life of gratitude, it will stop greed? It will stop that it's not enough. You know, I've been around people that, you know, they get something new and then it's not enough. And then they get something new to replace it and it's still not enough. And they're constantly buying and getting rid of. They're constantly, you know, selling out and buying new. And it's a complicated life. But when you have a heart of gratitude, that means I am thankful, God, for what I have right now. And I'm thankful for what I have or what I don't have. You know, that's what Paul said, that he had to learn to be content in all things, whether he had or whether he didn't. You know, in the ministry, that is called feast or famine. You know, there's times when, oh my goodness, God just pours out and you just walk in just abundance. And then there's times that you walk in lean times. And, you know, God wants to check your spirit. He tests you to see if you're going to pass the test. And I hope that I do each time. But, you know, when you're going through that time that it's more lean, you have to be careful not to complain. You have to come and not to murmur and be like the children of Israel. Because if you do, then you hold and hide and tie the hands of God. And when God begins to see that you become selfish and greedy, and you begin to be arrogant and prideful, and you treat your brother and sister beneath you, that's when God starts pruning. Oh, have you ever been pruned by God? Oh my goodness, it is not a good place. And so he'll check your attitude. You know, when you are grateful and have a heart of gratitude, you have a thankful spirit throughout the day. Thank you for my water, God. Thank you for heat. Thank you for air conditioning. I mean, we are thanking God in Wayne County lately for heat in the morning and air conditioning in the afternoon, all in one day. But we have it and we're grateful. And so we have a heart of gratitude. I like to hang with people who have that type of spirit because they encourage you and your relationship begins to be strong. You know what? If you have a heart of gratitude, one thing you will do, you will protect one another. If you see somebody that does not have, you will protect them and provide for them, if you see someone lacking in whatever way, you will have a heart of gratitude that you will go and do whatever it takes to help them. I want to tell you today that God is pleased when you have a thankful heart. And when you have that heart, He tends to give you more and more. It's just like, would I give my two daughters or my granddaughter gifts and show them love if every time I give them something, oh, I didn't want that, that's not enough, or I was wanting something else? Do you think I would continue to do that? I don't think so. Go ask them, they'll tell you. But I want us to check our spirit today. When we have a heart of gratitude, do you know what? We encourage one another, and it moves back adversity, because, you know, the power of life and death is in our tongue. It's how we talk. It's what our speech is. And, you know, if you don't know something, go study it. If you're not aware of it, you know, when you learn something about it, then you watch how you talk. There may be people that you know that you may not know their culture, you may not know their background, or they come from, different areas, not just North Carolina. And, you have to learn about them so you don't judge, and you begin to care about them, and because they care about you. But one thing I want you to know is that God desires you to have a heart that is grateful, that is open, and He wants us to have open hands and not a tight fist. Because when we begin to become greedy, God is displeased, because that's not how He created us. I want you to have a wonderful day, and I want you to also join our YouTube channel, Phyllis Lynn Henson, and like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you.